Hello. If your job or your life causes you a lot of stress, this yoga practice might be for you. So let's get started. Hello. Welcome to Yoga for Stress Relief. And we're going to begin this practice in a seated position. So you can have your legs cross-legged like I have mine. And if it's a bad day for you, you can put your ankles out a little bit farther in front of you so that you don't feel like you're all tensed up. And we're going to start this practice with some breathing exercises. So what we're going to do is we're going to be breathing in for a certain count, retaining the breath for a certain count, and then exhaling for another count. And we're going to do it with a count of 5. So we're going to breathe in deeply. So you want to make sure you're filling your abdomen with your breath. And then as you breathe out, breathe slowly so that you can completely empty your lungs. So let's get started. We're going to breathe in for 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more, just like that. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to take our shoulders and we're going to squeeze them up to our ears in a circular motion from front to back. And as you get them back, you're going to drop them. So let's do that 5 times. So here's 1 and drop. And 2 and drop. And 3 and drop. And 4 and drop. And last, 5 and drop. Now we're going to take our right foot and we're going to squeeze it into our midline. And then we're going to take our left foot and place it in front. So your heel of one foot should be right in front of the crease of your ankle of the right foot. So the left is right in front of the right. And while we're here like this, we're going to lean forward and bow your head. And then we're going to lean over to the right. And then back to center and over to the left. Now we're going to switch our feet. So our left foot's going to come into the midline and our right foot right in front. And again, slowly, we're going to lean forward, bow our head, and then inch your way over to the left. You should feel a really good opening in your side. And then we're going to go back to center and over to the right. Now we're going to rise back up and we're going to take this good feeling and we're going to go to all fours. So you want to make sure that your knees are just below your hips and that your hands are just below your shoulders. And we're going to do a couple of cat-cows. So we're going to start with cow pose as we breathe in, and then cat pose as we breathe out. So you really want to arch that back, really over accentuate that arch to get a full stretch in your back. Now we're going to breathe in as we move into cow. Again, get as much of an arch as you can. And then breathe out to cat. And breathe in to flat back. Now we're going to curl our toes under, move our hands out a bit, and we're going to peel up by our tailbone into down dog. Once we're in down dog, we'll step it out a little bit. So just move back and forth, your right foot to your left, reaching for that mat with your heel. So it doesn't have to come into complete contact with it. I've been practicing for years and my heels still do not come down to the mat. Now we want a little bit of space between our feet. And then we're going to raise our left leg. And we're going to bend that left knee and then open up to the other side. So your left leg will be in alignment, or your left hip will be in alignment with your right hip. And then we're going to lower that leg and then move to the other side. So we're going to raise the right leg, bend that knee, and raise it above our left hip. So this is really good hip opener. Then we're going to lower that leg. And then we're going to bend our knees in down dog with our feet close together. And we're going to raise our hips as high as we can. And then straighten the legs and lower your feet to the mat. 2 more times like that. Raise up on your toes. Lift your hips higher in the sky. And then lower those heels to the mat. Last time. Bend the legs, raise those hips, and raise those heels. And then lower your heels and straighten your legs. And now we're going to lower our knees to the mat. And turn and return to a seated position. But this time we're going to have our legs out in front of us. And we're going to do a seated forward fold. So if you feel like you can't come flat with your legs out straight, you can bend them a little bit. And we're going to take our hands and go back behind your ears and raise your arms high up in the sky. Try to keep your back straight. You want to engage your abdomen and imagine that you're going up and over your thighs. And if you can, you want to grab your feet. Now, once you're here, if you feel like you can straighten your legs, go ahead and do so. If not, you can just lower your head between your knees. And I'm going to straighten my legs and lower my head. Now, while you're here in this seated forward fold, you want to breathe as deeply as you can. You'll feel a little constriction in your belly, but you want to breathe big, deep belly breaths as well as you can. So breathe in and breathe out. You'll find that your back will rise a bit as you breathe in and then breathe out. Now we're going to end this practice with a twist. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lie flat on our back. And we wanna raise the left leg and hug it into your chest. And then you can scoot your hips a little bit to the left as you lower that left leg over to your right, and then put your left arm out straight and turn your head onto your left ear. This hand can be out straight, or it can rest on the outer thigh of your left leg. Then we're going to come back to center, hug that knee back into our chest, and we'll switch to the right leg, hug it in, and then you can shift the hips, lower that right leg to the as close to the mat as you can get it, put your right arm out straight, and turn onto your right ear. So this is a really good release from any stress that we might be feeling. So we're going to end this practice after we've moved back to center and hug that knee back into our chest. Then we'll get our other leg and hug it in as well. And we're going to end this practice in Shavasana. Now, if you have extra time, you might want to stay in Shavasana longer than the video, or you can move into a shoulder stand from there or a bridge. But right now, we're just going to stretch those legs out. You want to be completely relaxed, so your feet will fall to the sides. Your hands should be open and to your sides. And we close our eyes and just relax completely into your mat. And we'll take deep breaths, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again later. Bye.